GraphicAudio presents DRUDEN by Scott Sigler and Adrian Picardi. November 1944, in the Hürtgen Forest of Germany. In the waning months of World War II, a depleted but resilient U.S. platoon is tasked with locating a secret Nazi research facility. With all the enemy soldiers and staff seemingly missing, and more questions than answers, the platoon follows their trusted lieutenant, who in turn is being led by a shady OSS operative. But when night falls, they discover what the project actually created. Rudolph glanced down through the glass to the pit, then back to his wife.
Hell is empty. Once the devils are all here.
He put his goggles back on and took his wife's free left hand. Henrietta flipped the switch. And the lights went out. Nothing past the protective glass but blackness and the terrified breathing of the prisoner. Then, a clicking sound. Harris, any word from the Graves Registration Unit?
Yes, sir. They're busy. The entire battalion got hit pretty hard last night.
Potts looked around and realized Rabinowitz was still in the foxhole.
Rabbi, get your ass over here.
Rabinowitz pretended not to hear and stared straight ahead.
Rabbi, if you don't get up, I'll...
It's okay, Sergeant. Leave him be.
Second platoon is assigned to Captain Weiner until he finds what he's looking for.
Or doesn't find. Herr Alfred might be lying, just to save his own family. We'll know soon enough. The location is only a few hours away.
Mayberry stood, looked to Eric, and canted his head toward the map on the table.
Reconnaissance says the German divisions are here and here. Our 8th and 9th are in pursuit, supporting the advancing 3rd. We're moving out, ASAP.
Without us, sir?
My orders are to help Weiner. You're that help. And besides, after today, you boys earned an easy assignment.
Oh, what if there's a camp garrison?
Alfred says he's been there 24 times. Never seen guards.
The colonel offered Eric a nod of assurance.
The Germans have pulled out for miles around. They've abandoned towns, bases, everything. Second platoon should be able to handle it. If you see something you can't handle, get out of there.
Eric now saw Harris on his back. Dead eyes, staring out, his face turned partway to Eric, his guts torn out and strewn across the forest floor. Suddenly, Wilson is grabbed by 2 men and goes down. Potts and Eric kick at the men attacking Wilson, knocking them off, then shoot them point blank multiple times. Both men were dressed in civilian clothes. From behind Eric, a man rushes in. Eric turned, but the man closed the distance with freakish speed. The men fell face down to reveal Rabinowitz and Lifter at the edge of the woods.
Come on!
Eric and Potts slung their rifles through their 1911 sidearms, then grabbed Wilson off the ground and carried him out of the woods.
Lifter, let him have it! Fall back!
DRUDEN by Scott Sigler and Adrian Picardi.